Look what I got! A fitness watch. From today onwards, I'm gonna track my steps and stay healthy. What about Ayurveda? Ayurveda have any fitness gadgets to track my health? Panchakarma is all about body massages. How can body massages treat different diseases? Modern medicine have definition for health. What about Ayurveda? Does it have any definition of health? Ayurvedic doctors don't have hospitals. They sell herbs on the street and they take a small mortar and pestle and they do this. Hi, I'm Harika. I am an Ayurvedic doctor. Today I'm here to tell you all about Ayurveda in a bird's eye view because the in-depth view it is really difficult to explain that in just one YouTube video. So I'm just going to make you understand the simpler concepts of Ayurveda. Now let's understand about the term Ayurveda. Okay, the word Ayurveda is made up of two different terms, which is Ayu and Veda. The word Ayu stands for life, and the word Veda stands for knowledge or the science. So, to summarize this, Ayurveda is the science of life. Now, let's understand the definition of health according to Ayurveda. The Sanskrit verse goes like this: Samadosha Samagnischa Samadhatu Malakriya Prasannatmendriya Manaha Swastha iti Abhidiyate. Now let's decode this verse. Samadosha. The word sama means equilibrium or balance. What is dosha actually meant? The word dosha in this context means that an element which is present inside the body that is responsible for making the body thrive, and it is also capable enough to produce disease when it is disturbed or when there is any imbalance in its functioning. Now there are five such doshas inside our body that helps our body thrive and are capable of causing disease when they are disturbed. So out of those five, three of them are helpful in maintaining the physical aspect of the body and are responsible for causing the diseases at the level of body. Okay, they are popularly, you might all have heard about them. They are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And the remaining two of them are going to cause the diseases or going to protect your health at the level of mind. They are Rajas and Tamas. Till here, health is equilibrium in the functioning of these doshas. Sama Agni. Sama, we all know it is equilibrium or balance. Agni is an element that has the power to transform. It can be understood as the prime element that is responsible for the transformation of the food that we ate into energy and waste materials. So, this is called Agni. Now, the definition of the health is the equilibrium or the balanced function of digestive fire or the processes of digestion and metabolism. And let's move on to Samadhatu. The word Sama means equilibrium or balance. What is Dhatu? Dhatu is the structural and functional tissue with which the body is made up of. There are seven such dhatus inside our body, namely Rasadhatu, which is correlated with the plasma or the fluid portion of the blood. Number two, Raktadhatu, which is blood, also known as fluid connective tissue. Number three, Mamsadhatu, which is muscle tissue. Number four, Medhodhatu, which is adipose tissue. Number five is Asthidhatu, which is also known as bone. Number six, Majjha which can be correlated with bone marrow. Number seven, Shukra Dhatu, which can be correlated to the reproductive fluids of both, male and female. Now let's move on to Samamala Kriya. Sama, as we all know, it is equilibrium or balance. Malakriya means elimination of the wastes in the form of pee, poop, and sweat. Now, the definition of the health is proper or balanced elimination of waste materials from the body. We are not done yet. Now let's move on to Prasanna Atma Indriya Manaha. Prasannata means pleasantness. Atma is soul. Indriya means sense organs. And Manaha means our mind. So, health is the pleasantness of mind, senses, and soul. Now let's summarize the definition of health according to Ayurveda. It is the balanced functioning of doshas and the equilibrium of digestive metabolic processes, the formation and nourishment of dhatus, proper balanced elimination of waste materials, and achieving a pleasant state of senses, mind, and soul. We can conclude this as maintaining of stable internal environment, also known as homeostasis. Now, you might have a question that, okay, doctor, this is all fine, but what about Ayurvedic treatment? What about Panchakarma treatment that we all have heard of? Yeah, let's move to this point, okay? So, before we understand all of the treatment aspects, I'm going to tell you the two core principles of Ayurvedic science. Number one is protecting the health of a healthy individual, which comes under preventive health care. Number two is curing the disease of a patient, which is curative health care. So, let's understand the preventive health care. Can you believe that Ayurveda talked about wellness 5000 years ago? And surprisingly, it's valid and functional till date. Like today, Ayurvedic wellness is never about trendy gadgets or supplements or hitting the gym no matter what. It is all about incorporating the consciously curated daily and seasonal rituals for the nourishment of mind, body, and soul. So the popular practices like Abhyanga, Nasya, oil pulling comes under Ayurvedic wellness. Moving on to curative healthcare, Ayurveda has exceptional treatment protocol which has three steps in it. Okay, number one is Shodhana or purification, number two is Shamana or pacification, number three is Rasayana or rejuvenation. So let me explain Shodhana with an example. Okay, today we have cooked something in one vessel, and after cooking and after eating all of that, we put that vessel aside. And after like a couple of days, we want to cook another dish in that same vessel. What do? We clean that vessel and then we'll cook the new dish, right? So, the same way, when we have the disease in a very chronic stage, our body needs to be cleansed or purified first before administering medicine and waiting for it to work. Okay, so Ayurveda has five procedures for purification of the body, like of different diseases at different degrees at different locations. Okay, they are popularly known as Panchakarma. Pancha in Sanskrit language means five, karma means procedures. So here are they. Number one is Vamana, which is therapeutic emesis. Number two is Virechana, therapeutic purgation. Number three is Anuvasanavasti, which is unctuous enema. Number four is Asthapanavasti, which is decoction enema. Number five is Nasyam. It is a procedure in which oil based or water based herbal active principles are instilled into the nostrils. So these are called as classical Panchakarma. There is another aspect to the Panchakarma which is called Keraliya Panchakarma, about which we are going to discuss in another video. And now, once your body is cleansed, is purified, we will give the medicines, okay, the internal Ayurvedic classical as well as proprietary medicines to break the disease pathogenesis. This process is called shamana. In the shamana aspect, all the disease pacifying medicines comes in. Okay, if your disease is not super chronic, then we can skip the shodhana and we can directly start with shamana, that is administration of the medicines internally or externally. Last but not the least, rasayana. Okay, now we've got our disease treated. Now our body is purified, our disease pathogenesis is broken. But still, Ayurvedic acharyas emphasizes that there are chances of those disease remnants inside our body still, which might cause recurrence in the future. So to prevent that, Ayurveda also told about some procedures and some specially prepared medications that prevent this situation and nourish the body. To summarize the curative healthcare of Ayurveda, we have to undergo through the three-step procedures, that is Shodhana, purification of the body, and number two is Shamana, that is pacification or the breaking down the disease pathogenesis, and number three is Rasayana, which is prevention of the recurrence and maintaining the or preserving the health. Oh wow, doctor, this was amazing. But then we have seen about Prakriti analysis in so many Ayurvedic websites. What it is like? Can we really make the dietary changes or lifestyle changes based on just that assessment? Let's go to this. Okay. So Prakriti means nature, nature of an individual. No two persons on this planet are the same. They might look same in the appearances, but their preferences, choices, thought processes are entirely different. Why do you think so? Ayurveda says that it is because of the combination of doshas, like different doshas in different compositions. This process of combination of doshas happens at the time of fertilization when mom's egg meets dad's sperm and the single celled us are formed. At this time only it was decided. The process of doshic combination in an individual is totally influenced by the doshic status of the couple at the time of fertilization. And what influences this doshic status of the couple? Their lifestyle and dietary habits. That is why Ayurveda emphasizes more on diet and lifestyle modifications. In short, Prakriti is the genetic makeup of that individual that decides the hair color, the eyeball color, the way they think, everything. Understanding the prakriti of a person is really important for an ayurvedic treatment because only that helps us create a prescription of personalized diet and lifestyle recommendations along with the herbs formulations, all of those which works only for you, just for you, just for your prakriti. And you know what? This Prakriti analysis have different layers from superficial to the deepest. And they cannot be done with just a simple questionnaire of 5 questions or 7 questions. It's really hard and that might cause some ill effects also when the recommendations were followed. Ooh, that's really fantastic. Doctor, then how can we find the true Ayurvedic doctor? Will they have any plants coming out of their heads or something like that? Well, they don't have the plants coming out of their heads, but I'll tell you how you can identify one. So, for becoming an Ayurvedic doctor, there is a professional 5.5 year undergraduate course. It is called BAMS. BAMS stands for Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery. So, a person with a BAMS degree is called as Ayurvedic doctor, and they are very well trained in understanding the doshas, in understanding the prakriti, in understanding the herbs, in understanding the diet, in understanding the lifestyle, and they are capable to give that personalized consultation and personalized prescription that works only for you. If you don't know to what all the diseases Ayurveda offers exceptional treatment for, feel free to check out the link in this video's description where you'll get a list of conditions to which Ayurveda provides treatment for. If you want to have a professional Ayurvedic consultation with me, you're always welcome. And thank you so much for being amazing audience. See you in the next video. Bye bye.